Zoom and boom, everyone. It is the 15th day of June. It is right smack in the middle of the month, actually. Couldn't be a better time for episode 58 of According to Dash Bros. Mikey Dash here with you. Joined as always by Apple Dash. We are back. We have a lot to talk about. A lot of topics out there, pony-wise, sports-wise, life-wise. I do want to say just real quick, just for those of you who viewed a couple of just random NHL playoff videos of the past few days, thank you for those out. Those have been very entertaining to do, especially the one with the responding to the Avalanche Twitter verse after their playoff exits. No, it really was. I did just a whole about hour-long video, just stream reading through Avalanche fans' tweets after they lost to the Vegas Golden Knights.
Okay.
And the Avalanche have lost at least 3 fans that I counted, maybe 4, at least 3. And they've said they want to go to teams that actually win games: Arizona, the Coyotes; Buffalo, the Sabres; and the Seattle Kraken. I haven't even played a game yet. And you see my reactions, and my head is down. I'm beating the desk. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? It's not loyalty at all. Anyway, though, we do have, the playoffs are a topic on the docket, so we'll talk a few about that. We got NFL to talk about, NBA. We've got an MLB story to talk about, and of course, got our usual leadoffs with community soapboxes and the random weird news story as always. So now I will say also, I didn't include this. Maybe I should have. I didn't include this, but maybe I should have. The first big pony story is that the first convention is officially in real life convention is coming back in August.
Okay.
Everfree Northwest is on.
Too bad it's in Texas.
Seattle. It's way out in technically Bellevue, Washington. But yes, Everfree actually is a go. So there'll be 2 conventions in 2021, Everfree and then Cider Fest in October. Actually, last night at Music Night, I got invited to Cider Fest.
Really?
Yeah, because apparently 2 of the fellow bronies in the BluffCon server said, well, a spot in our room just opened up. And actually, so they actually invited me.
What?
Yeah.
A spot? Let's see. A spot
in their hotel room, in their room block.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'd be getting up on there, man. I would.
Oh, I know, and I'm really thinking about it. I told him I'd think on it. I'm really thinking about it.
That don't. Honestly, that stuff don't come.
Oh, I know. The thing of it is, though, like the cheapest sponsor badge for Cider Fest is $400.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what's kind of holding me back.
Yeah,
trying to save $400 in less than 4 months. Yeah, that would be a challenge for me. That it's hard enough to save up for 1 con, let alone 2.
Okay.
So I am generally thinking on it, but it's like,
Well, honestly, not to be a nudge or a user or nothing, but it's like this. Y'all invited me now. Are you gonna help me get there?
Right.
What's there?
Right. That's the thing.
Not using you or not begging, but it's
right.
I mean, if they're willing to invite you and then chip in a little bit.
Yeah. But they didn't say that yet, so I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what.
I would just lightly.
Right. I'm treading. What's the term? Treading water, treading lightly. Yeah, is the way I'm looking at it. So, yeah. So I'm definitely thinking on it, but it'd be a steep hill to climb. Because, like you said, I agree with you that the opportunity does not come all the time.
I don't think it'd be too much of a stretch. I mean, tread lightly on this one, but I just ask you. I mean, how much do you spend on the custom jersey?
That's true. That is true.
You I don't know. I mean, I'm not dogging on.
I know.
But how much do you spend on the custom plushies and custom jerseys you just bought?
Right.
So really, it's all a thing of Maybe can I say it's all a thing of priorities?
Right.
Do I want to spend $400 on a couple plushies and a couple jerseys, or do I want to try to save up $400 for this con I was invited to? Honestly,
If we get another stimulus check,
Well, maybe.
I'm all in favor of that. But
okay, yeah.
so
Rumor is
I've read rumors that there might be, but we'll
how
see.
much is this one?
I don't know. It didn't really say for sure, but we
I won't. I'll
now
go
there
on.
are some families already that are getting something because like that Kids Act or something like
Yeah,
that.
okay.
So
I will go on record and I will say this. I won't go to I won't go to another con unless I'm invited and they offer to pay my way or Winnie City come back.
yeah.
I want that to be my first.
Well,
con.
yeah, and I get
I will
that.
go on record.
And I
saying
sort of feel the same way that you do because we've been so invested with Winning City over
yes.
the years
Oh,
that
yeah,
it's kind of become like
for sure.
our thing. And that's what I kind of said to Zan and Retro, who invited me last night. And they said that, I said, well, I've invested so much in Winnie and it's kind of become like my quote unquote home con
Right.
that, like I said, I can really only afford the one. It's kind of be kind of hard to afford two, but
Yeah.
so I appreciate them thinking of me,
I
but
don't
it's
know
like
when Winnie City will ever come back. Charlie, if you ever watch this, please.
the plan is still for June of 2022.
Mhm.
So, I mean, if he's working so hard to bring Cider Fest back, I would hope that he would put that same work into bringing Winnie back in 2022. I would hope.
We'll see.
All right. So, Community Soapbox. This is actually from 5 days ago. This is from the 10th of June. So nothing too current.
But
It's still fairly bit. So this is the newest.
It's been the latest.
Yeah,
It is
it's
the
we
latest.
always tend to read the latest one.
It is the most.
Yes. Let's see. So headlines: The Fire of Hatred. Okay. Why obsessing over famous bronies is good.
Okay.
Okay. The dark magic that cursed Stygian and Luna. And how Nightmare Rarity could have appeared on the show.
Nightmare Rare.
I don't know if that's a comic thing or a fandom thing or what. I don't know.
Okay.
It has to be, considering we never saw anything like that from the show itself. All right. So The Fire of Hatred. This is by Double C.
Read them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Double C's contributed a lot in the soapboxes. So The Fire of Friendship is a magical heart-shaped pink flame that does away with the Wendigos and their hate-fueled snowstorm. But what if there was an opposite of it that represents something like hatred?
Oh, okay.
Of course, we know The Fire of Friendship from the episode where Hearthwarming. Yeah, well, yeah, our Hearthwarming Club. Yeah. Where gals put the goo powder
Well,
in.
that and in season 2,
Okay.
they do the play.
Okay, yeah. You're right. Yep.
Yeah.
I got the idea from multiple sources from 2 different shows that we all grew up watching. In episode 53 of chapter 13 of the Firebending Masters of Avatar: The Last Airbender, it explained what fire can be used. Throughout history, fire has been used in a variety of roles and purposes. As Aang said, that the flame he held, I think it said held, they spelled healed, but it's held, felt like a heartbeat. In peacetime, it is used warm and light up homes and cook meals. But in either natural disaster or war times, it can cause destruction. So fire is a multi-role entity that can be used for both good and evil, depending on the individual that wields it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. In the 2 parts finale, I think it means finale, so finale of whatever SRMTHFG is. I don't know what that acronym is. One of the 3 essences bringing back the Skeleton King is called the Fire of Hate. If you all remember what happened when Spark touched it, it turned evil. As Gibson said that when he tried to touch the Ice Crystal of Vengeance. I think I know what it means. Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
Yes.
Yes. Yep. As Gibson said that when he tried to touch the Ice Crystal of Vengeance, he felt the very essence of the Skeleton King himself. So if the fire of friendship can bring out the good in someone, then the fire of hatred can bring out the evil. If the main 6 were to get near it, might see the mean 6 return, but on steroids, for it might make them more powerful than they first appeared. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I just noticed the countdown clock on the right-hand side of the screen. We're 100 days out from the G5 movie already. We're
Nice.
we're 100 days away. How about that? So this is another what if. There's an opposite idea that the comics will potentially explore in future issues. Friendship and hatred are truly opposites of each other, like yin and yang. I've always wanted to see the fire of friendship again and what other powers it also possesses.
Okay.
Yeah. That is interesting. That they are opposite each other. You know, with yin and yang, and the fire of friendship was not seen much in the show, but I guess seen enough to have at least a little bit of a, I don't want to say it's like story arc, but at least have an idea what we know it's capable of. Yeah, what other powers it possesses, though, that would be interesting too, to see that come full circle. But yeah, really good. All right, why obsessing over famous bronies is good. This is by Alexia Pony Lover 95, who's also written a lot for the soapbox. Hello, every creature. So quite a while ago, there was a soapbox about why obsessing over famous bronies is apparently bad, with the soapbox putting an emphasis on the analysis community, which really sent me to writing this because it kind of ticked me off.
Okay.
First off, let me talk about my own personal experience. As a fanfic writer myself, and I hope I'm not sounding too entitled, I have fans who enjoy my writing and give me lots of support and very good comments. As a parodist myself who enjoys the good feedback and the good comments, I can relate to this.
Yeah.
However, it's not just so I can get the attention. I happen to rather enjoy creating content, expanding, and showing my creative side to telling a story. Plus, it helps get me through the days and give me something to look forward to.
Yeah.
And while I'm not being paid at all to write my stories, but even if I did, I can tell you that I would still give my full devotion and commitment to my work.
Okay.
Isn't that what the majority of the fandom creators does?
Yeah.
And I think that pretty much explains the majority of the MLP fandom and its creators, who still are making various and different kinds of content for others to enjoy. Now, going back to the analysis community, I can say the things said in the other soapbox is mostly untrue. Yes, there are a tiny minority who just do it for attention or money. However, it's just not for most of the community. People like Silverquill, Dr. Wolf, Mad Munchkin, Lightning Bliss, Golden Fox, who I watch regularly, I watch a lot of those regularly, yes, are clearly very passionate about what they do, giving very clear and smart arguments and points to the topics they address. And just like me, they work hard, but also enjoy making their content for others to watch.
We met Silverquill, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, we did Silverquill's panels at Winnie City.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw Lightning Bliss, but she's in the vendor hall sometimes.
Okay.
Yes, part of it is to make money, but they need to eat and pay their bills just like us. Doesn't make me less human. Even still, considering this, they do deserve to get paid, and if they didn't, well, also they continue to produce content. For an example, about a month ago, Golden Fox, in collaboration with Lightning Bliss, released a review on Brotherhood Social, which was well throughout, gave good arguments, and was funny. And add on top of this, it was a review that was in production since 2015. 6 years ago.
Jeez.
To me, this just shows how much dedication the fandom has in creating its content.
A little bit.
Now, again, there are some who are dishonest about their intentions, using the tools they have to bash the show or just to get fame and popularity. And yeah, it is unfortunate that such people commit to these bad goals. However, again, it is a very tiny part of a big fandom. It really doesn't have any real support behind it.
Man, we don't subscribe to this.
No.
Crap.
And I still urge every MLP fan to continue supporting famous bronies. They really deserve and earned it. And hopefully they'll still continue to do so for years to come as G5 comes around.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's totally well said.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even if they're not famous, like I would support anyone who's creating anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, even if they're not famous. Because here's the thing, and I've said this, and you know this. It's how you measure fame and success yourself.
Yeah.
You know, it's how you measure it. And if you want the big number of subs on YouTube and monetization and all that, fine. That's your level of success. But then there's others like me that I'm thinking, well, if I can have like one play or one nice comment on my work, then I'm making someone happy. Then I'm doing all right.
And I've said it, and you agree. It's like, would we like the subs and the monetization?
Yeah.
Would we like to get YouTube famous? Yeah. I would like it.
Yeah.
But I do it even when we're not
Right.
I do it just for the love of it.
Yeah.
We do it just for the love of it.
Yeah. Is it a goal? Is it a dream? Sure. But it's not
more like a dream.
But I'm not. Yeah, it's a dream, and it's not like a goal. It's like it's a dream, but it's not like I'm like driving, sweating, hands and knees. I gotta get to this point. No.
It'll happen like.
Sorry.
I think it was AC Racebest and Saberspark that said it. If you find your niche, you find something that blows up. Because I asked that.
Yeah.
I said, how do I make my YouTube channel popular? They said, well, if you find your niche or you find whatever and it blows up, okay. But it could. We could make 1,000 videos and then that one just gets a million views and all of a sudden blows up. Are we doing that for that end goal?
Right.
No. But if it happens, it happens.
Right.
And we'll be glad if it does.
Absolutely.
We'll be glad if it doesn't.
Right.
Who gives a crap?
Right.
Honestly.
Right. And I one day I was just going through previous nostalgic for races videos and his convention blogs and whatnot, and I watched that panel back where you asked that question. And I remember.
See, I've tried to find that.
Yeah, it's on Race's channel. Yeah, it's on Race's channel. But and I watched it back, and I remember when you said how much they were inspiration to you. The whole crowd was standing ovation. They love that. So yeah, I got very nice applause. So
send that to me or something.
Yeah, I'll track it down. Yeah,
I tried to find that.
Yeah.
I tried to find ours. And I couldn't.
Well, I know. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure ours is no longer on because I know it's not on the Winnie City page anymore. But yeah, right. But right.
But yeah.
But no, I know that one is still up on Race's channel. So
and they were.
Yeah.
What I said was heartfelt. They
They
were a little bit of an inspiration to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Starting my own.
Right.
And of course, you've helped.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck you, WB.
Yeah.
Those bastards erased about half my content on my channel.
Well, not as much erased as they blocked it from being viewed.
We apparently can't commentate on the lunatics.
Yeah.
Assholes.
Yeah.
And y'all know me. I am straight up. I'm honest. If I feel it, I'm going to say it. Hell, I threatened to put this kid's head through a window. That's saying, hey, I don't hold back.
Right.
If I feel it, I'm going to say it.
Right.
I don't give a shit. Honestly. Right. I don't think, you have to live like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we got through one season anyway before I realized what they were doing. So I just browsed through your channel and then I see claim. And I'm like, oh, geez. Okay, let's see what they're claiming. And yeah, it turns out it's the whole entire video. And they're blocking it in all territories. I'm like, oh, great. So nobody can see it.
Suck my dick.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So, yeah, really great when to see, and that's when I feel bad for the reviewer community and the analysis community when they aren't even allowed to say anything good, bad, neutral at all on anything because they claim the whole thing. So it sucks.
I'm surprised you didn't hear me yelling and screaming.
Oh no,
I was.
Oh, I'm sure you were.
Boy,
yeah, no, I'm sure you were. I'm 100% sure that you
and
were.
Sarah's just laying there, just letting me go.
Right. Yeah.
She doesn't like me really yelling and screaming, but she knows.
Right.
Unlike her ex-husband who yelled and screamed, and freaked her out.
Mm-hmm.
She knows that sometimes I just gotta.
Because that takes away an opportunity for your channel to grow, and that's what sucks. That's.
I looked at her and I said, "Now what the fuck am I gonna do?"
Right.
We started doing the Lunatics reaction to help my channel grow.
Right.
And that's half the content that was on there.
Right.
No.
Right.
So I will say, even though this is his technically his channel.
Yeah.
But I'd say this. Your name is attached to this one. My name is attached to this one. But both of our channels are both of our channels.
Right.
Honestly.
Right. Yeah.
So I will say this, even though it is on his channel, and I might make a reference whenever we make another video. Thank you to everyone that is letting it happen.
Yes.
Discovery Plus, Discovery Channel now for BattleBots commentaries.
Yes. Yeah.
Bet on mine.
Yes. Yeah.
And then the NFL.
Yep. With the
Thank
Super Bowl
you.
streams. Yeah.
Thank you for.
I have
letting-
now. I have, of course, had to mute a few points of those sounds because of the commercial playing the music in the background. But that's minor. That didn't claim the whole video.
No.
That was just snippets.
And then the halftime show we've had to like.
Yeah,
that,
you can't.
we
You can't
don't want
include that. Yeah,
That's fine.
that's fine. That can be fixed.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, that could be minor fix. That could be fixed. When you claim and block the whole video, that really can't be fixed unless you delete it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's the copyright people saying, "Screw you. We don't want you to review our stuff." So we don't care what you say. Good, bad, neutral, doesn't matter. We own it, not you. Screw you. So
I never wanted to own it.
right.
I'm not monetized. Neither is he. Why do you give a shit?
Right.
We're not making any money off of it. We're not stealing your money.
Right. Well,
Who's Faba?
Yeah.
Who's Faba? Ugh.
breathe, sensei. You know. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I'm still.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Yeah. He will never look at WB the same way again.
No, I won't. That's for damn
right,
sure.
Right. Anyway,
No.
back to these soapboxes as we get off of your soapbox. Back to these soapboxes. There's a transition.
As Sarah would say, how high you want your soap?
Yeah, right. Yeah. How high are you gonna stand and then scream from the heavens at WB? Next we'll get you a megaphone. Attention, WB Buckers. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I kind of wanna.
Yeah, right. You know. Oh gosh! Tonight on the evening news, angry man stands outside Warner Brothers Studios with a megaphone. I can just see the article now.
I'd probably pull my pants down and tell him to suck it too.
And then you'll end up on fart.com.
Okay.
Oh man.
So
The places I can take that, you know.
don't.
Oh, I know. I won't, but that's enough. That's enough.
No, that was a.
Oh, okay. I thought you were giving me nuts for being funny, but no.
Oh, yeah, too.
That too. All right.
Yeah.
The Dark Magic That Cursed Stygian and Luna. This is by Flare Gun 45.
Again.
Yeah, Flare Gun's been a popular one too. Yes.
I don't know about this.
Yeah.
I don't know about this one.
So we've seen the magic that has consumed Princess Luna and Stygian.
Yes.
It might be the same magic. I have no idea. Whatever dark magic it is, they seem to be very attracted to their negative emotions,
Yeah.
which seems to really set them off. Makes you wonder where this magic came from that made Luna turn into Nightmare Moon and Stygian turn into the Pony of Shadows, and mayhaps Celestia turning into Daybreaker if it ever happened.
Yeah.
We know Stygian's been jealous with the pillars being left out because there's very little magic strength to help them. So did the dark magic find him, or did he find the magic?
Okay, now he found.
I was gonna say, wasn't that
the
explained?
magic.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was explained. Yeah,
The darkness, and I quote, "The darkness welcomed me when nobody else would.
right,
The darkness found me when you shut me out."
right.
Was a couple lines in the Shadow Play.
Yes,
episode,
yes.
Season 8.
Finale. Yes,
Not season
8
7.
finale. Wasn't it season 8 finale? No, that was school.
7.
That was school. Yeah, 7. Because 8 was school days. Yes, yeah, yeah. So 7 finale. Yeah,
Season 7 finale.
Yep.
He says, "The darkness welcomed me when nobody else would. Basically, I found the darkness when you shut me out."
Right.
He left the pillars
right.
and then discovered the darkness because it welcomed him when nobody else would. So
right,
he found
exactly.
that.
Right, exactly. Yep.
And I think Luna found the darkness too.
Yes.
The darkness didn't take control over her. The darkness, in my opinion, was jealousy.
Yes. Yeah. In both instances.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what if he was looking for ways to make him more powerful to prove himself useful to the pillars? But little did he know that it was corrupted magic that turned him into the Pony of Shadows instead.
No.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
No.
Then we got Luna and how she turned into Nightmare Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Did Luna want to get to the bottom of solving the pillar issue, but ended up getting affected by the leftover dark magic that affected Stygian?
No.
That combined with the negative emotions she had in her, she too got corrupted. That's not the only thing. Remember a real problem when Celestia fought her evil self in Starlight's dream. Celestia said, "You're not real and you'll never exist again." Why would she say again if Daybreaker never existed in the first place?
No. Daybreaker never existed. She was referring to present tense. Daybreaker was there.
Right.
And she says, "I will not turn into Daybreaker and you will never exist again." As in, you exist now here, but
In the dream
exist.
realm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you'll never
Not in
exist
reality.
again.
Yeah. Right.
She was talking to Daybreaker, the Daybreaker personality itself.
Right.
It says, "You'll never exist again.
Right.
You might exist here right now, but you'll never exist again."
Right.
It's not, that wasn't saying that Daybreaker had existed before.
Right,
That
right,
was just part of
right.
the dream.
Yeah. That of course that doesn't make sense. So it seems to imply that Celestia had a similar problem to Luna, but somehow
No.
she was able to beat it. No.
No.
Of course, she probably had help. I would assume Clover the Clever was still around at that time to help her.
I don't know.
If Clover is the apprentice of Star Swirl, then he's younger than him, which means he was still alive after Star Swirl's disappearance. Who's to say that dark magic is even gone? Sure, the Pony of Shadows got banished, but there's always a chance for a leftover to remain, like the one that affected Luna and maybe Celestia. Midnight Sparkle is really going to have a part in the series finale, so I wonder if the comic's going to bring her back at all. If she does, then of course this dark magic has to remain to turn her into it. But then there's the question, what negative emotion would Twilight have to empower it? Midnight Sparkle was going to be a thing originally. Interesting. Huh.
Okay.
That's interesting. Huh.
I don't know.
Well, and obviously, clearly, and I don't know if it's darkness or not, but obviously there's some tension in G5. Well, now we know the plot of the show that magic is no longer a thing and that the races are divided again. So clearly there's something separating the tribes in G5. So we'll have to pay attention to that in that regard. But
yeah,
I think there's a lot of confusion in that actually did not happen. So
no.
yeah.
Check your facts, dude.
Yeah.
Or dude it.
Right. And then finally, how Nightmare Rarity could have appeared on the show by Hononoken the Samurai.
Okay.
It's a new one. Early in the FIM IDW series run, it's the comics, as I kind of figured, there was an arc set between Magic Duel and Magical Mystery Cure about Rarity being brainwashed and becoming the next Nightmare Moon, Nightmare Rarity. The arc may or may not have been based on an early idea that Lauren Faust had for FIM, that Luna was turned into Nightmare Moon by a malevolent force, appropriately known in the comics as the Nightmare Forces. Now that idea was thrown out the window by the show writers after Faust left, and Luna's transformation into Nightmare Moon came by her own actions.
Yeah.
It's a shame we never saw Nightmare Rarity in the show proper. She's probably the most well-received thing to come out of the IDW series. Of course, if Rarity actually did turn to a path of villainy, it would take a certain character flaw to push her down that path. For Luna, it was her jealousy and growing bitterness to all the attention Celestia got from their subjects.
Okay.
See, that got it right.
Yeah.
In the Nightmare Rarity arc, Rarity was coerced into being the Nightmare Force's vessel, and they preyed upon her hidden fears of being abandoned and seen as useless to everyone. It was an idea I don't think the show ever thought of, but it's still an interesting avenue to explore. Okay. But there could be additional factors similar to the Nightmare Forces that could turn Rarity into the most fabulous villain in Equestria. When Shadow Play airs the season 7 finale, it is established that Stygian bonded with a symbiotic shadow-like force and hollow shades after being abandoned by the Pillars in order to become the Pony of Shadows. This sounds awfully similar to how Rarity originally became Nightmare Rarity in the comic. Oh, okay, so there's kind of a connection there.
Okay.
With that in mind, I imagine it happening in the show via the following scenario. Rarity begins to feel that her generosity towards her friends is unappreciated. After a fight with the rest of the main six over the issue, she leaves Ponyville by herself and decides to move to Manhattan, feeling her talents will be more appreciated there, particularly from Coco Pommel. But on the train ride there, the train breaks down at Hollow Shades, and Rarity is attracted to the Well of Shade. The darkness pulls her into the well and convinces her to bond with this so that everyone at Equestria will appreciate her gifts. Thus, Nightmare Rarity is born into Equestria as the Pony of Shadows was before her.
Huh.
That's deep.
Gotta say that would have been interesting.
That would have been a good episode. That
might have been.
That would have
interesting.
That would have been a very intriguing episode. Yeah, that's probably the best one of this one. Because I love the ones that are just so well thought out. That actually do their homework and take the time, and that's well thought. So for taking something from a comic arc and kind of tying it to Stygian situation, and then in my life, and then put it in the actual show. That would have been really interesting.
Would have been good.
It would have been good. All right, let's look. Speaking of the Farkverse, let's look to that for a random weird news story. And these have always been good. Oh boy, that first one already has me intrigued.
Largo, it's a hell of a gift.
Notice it's got the scary tag. This is from the UK. Ex-Royal Marines jailed after child accidentally given cocaine as gift.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Ex-Royal Marines doing this stuff. 2 former Royal Marines have been jailed for smuggling cocaine into the UK in boxes of Lego.
Oh. Okay. How is that an accident? How is that an accident?
After one of them was accidentally given to a child for his birthday.
I want to know how that was an accident.
The kilo of cocaine inside the gift was among 18 kilograms that Jack Jones and Isaac Rasmussen, both 28, had brought illegally into the country from the Netherlands in DPD parcels. One had been delivered to Rasmussen's home in Whiston, Merseyside, but he was out, so it was left with a neighbor. She unsuccessfully tried to return it over several weeks until she was asked by her son's girlfriend for a birthday present, ideas for a friend's young son, and gave her the box, which had an image of a Lego fire engine on the front. That'll do it.
Yeah.
However, when the friend opened up the gift wrap present on her son's birthday, she discovered a solid white block of cocaine inside.
Oh, lovely.
Liverpool Crown Court heard. Check it out, honey. It's a Lego fire engine. I don't think Lego fire engines are supposed to be white, Mummy. Oh, dear. Jones was jailed for 16 and a half years on Tuesday for conspiracy to import and supply drugs, and Rasmussen was sentenced to 10 years. A third man, Paul Jones, 43, was jailed.
What, 1 kilo?
Yeah. Was jailed for 7.5 years after his addresses were used to the packages to be sent to. The court was told that one of the cocaine packages was delivered to Paul Jones' address in Houghton, Merseyside, while police were executing a warrant there on June 24, 2020. Charles Lander prosecuting said when officers opened the parcel, they found 8 Lego Duplo boxes, each with a kilo of high-purity cocaine inside. On the same day, the package was delivered to an address where Rasmussen was a tenant, but it was taken in by a neighbor, which led to the unintentional re-gifting. The court heard police investigating the case have recovered the quantities of the drug worth 1.8 million euros, but detectives believe it is only the tip of the iceberg in terms of the defendant's criminality. If that's the tip of the iceberg, I don't want to know what else they have. Good grief. Judge Stuart Driver told Rasmussen, "You allowed your home to be used for delivery of multi-kilo packages of Class A drugs. Part of such a delivery to your address disguised as Lego was inadvertently handed to a small child wrapped up as a birthday present, exposing the child to a risk of serious harm." Rasmussen had known Jack Jones since he joined the Royal Marines aged 17 and became involved in the plot through their friendship, Driver was told. In this case, friendship is cocaine. The court heard that Jack Jones had told the contact on messaging service EncroChat, "Bro, we be multimillionaires in 3 months. Ha ha ha."
Oh my God.
That, what I'm looking at right now, we do not condone drugs
No.
or taking of drugs.
Let's just that's
Just to be clear, YouTube and
Just to be
everybody
clear.
else. This is what 30 kilos of Coke look like.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
kilo. That's each a
That's
kilo.
30. Okay.
I was wondering,
Okay.
what does a kilo of cocaine look like? And that's huge.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I just find though the message though hilarious. Bro, we'd be multimillionaires in 3 months. Ha ha ha.
Okay. Okay.
Who's laughing now?
Yeah. The one thing you do if you, well, really the one thing you don't do is if you're gonna commit a crime, don't brag about it.
Right.
You dopes.
Ha ha ha. All 3 men pleaded guilty to conspiracy to import and supply cocaine.
Yeah.
Paul Jones is already serving a prison sentence for cannabis production.
Yeah.
So on top of that, now added to your record, instead of also cannabis production, you now have cocaine on your record.
Uh-huh.
Jack Jones of Hyden admitted conspiracy to supply heroin, MDMA, and cannabis, conspiracy to import cannabis, and conspiracy to convert criminal property. Rasmussen of Whitney's also admitted conspiracy to import cannabis, and Paul Jones pleaded guilty to possessing cannabis and criminal property. Wow. So there you go.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
That didn't take long to find. Yes.
But yeah, that
Wow.
I mean
I would put. Let's see. That's the scary tag.
that had the scary tag. It even had the dumbass tag.
I was gonna say I'd put the dumbass tag on it too.
Yeah,
And it is.
that's the scary tag. I mean, obviously for the risk of the harm of the child, thinking it was a Lego fire engine when it clearly wasn't.
I like you. I don't think they're supposed to be white, mommy. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Yeah, but the message is just the icing on the cake, bro. We've been multimillionaires in 3 months. Ha ha ha. Well, who's laughing now,
Hey,
asshole?
You're right.
All right, let's get into the
Oh,
as hard as it is to follow that.
follow that.
Let's get into the cup of topics.
NBA fans behaving badly.
Oh gosh! Oh gosh! Yes, yes.
Is this all the bans that have been going on, or
Yes.
is there more?
No. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This is what I mean. And thankfully, since the first round, it has calmed down. We had not heard any more incidents since that fact.
Mhm.
But there was a stretch during the first round of the NBA playoffs where like it was like a contest. Like
who could out stupid?
who could out stupid the other? Like there were 5 instances in a row of just fan stupidity. Yeah, 5 NBA venues have illustrated fans behaving badly in various fashions, from objects being thrown at players to racist heckling in the stands. It has become an almost every night problem in the playoffs.
Gee.
So it started on May 26th,
Uh-huh.
the popcorn incident.
Uh-huh.
When Russell Westbrook walked off the court in the fourth quarter of a game to loss to Philadelphia, and a fan dumped popcorn on his head as he's walking to the locker room. And he sprained his ankle. He's walking the locker room, and Philly fan decides, I'm just going to dump my popcorn on him.
I'd have took it off my head and been like, thanks.
Yeah, right. And Westbrook had to be restrained by security guards.
Oh,
We almost had a Ron Artest part 2.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
I'd have just honestly, say I'm evil if you want, hate on me if you want. I'd have let him.
Yeah.
You're encroaching on my place of business.
Right.
In my place of business.
Right.
You're basically assaulting me. You get what's coming to you, son. I'd have ripped him out of the bleachers.
Well, the Sixers revoked the fan season tickets
Oh, yeah.
and apologized to the Wizards. And Westbrook responded to this saying, "This S is getting out of hand. You can fill in the blank what S is, especially for me." Well, yeah.
This shit.
The amount of disrespect, the amount of fans just doing whatever the F they want to do is just out of pocket, man. Yeah, and it is.
I don't blame him.
And it is.
I don't
Yeah.
blame him.
But that was just the start. That was just the start.
Yep.
That was the first.
Yep.
You had the Knicks fan spitting, actually committing assault in a way, on Trae Young.
Assault with bodily fluid. Yep.
Yeah, a Knicks fan spit on Atlanta's Trae Young during Game 3 of the first round series against the Knicks at MSG. The fan was standing in the second row when he spit near Young on an out-of-bounds play. Around the sideline.
Ew.
Yeah, right where Young's got down the ball on the sideline and just bam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What, he hawked back and aim or something?
Yeah, the tweet said, everyone saw the Sixers fan dumping popcorn on Westbrook. Let's not forget about the Knicks fan spitting on Trae Young.
Mm-hmm.
Young addressed the incident before Game 3, saying, I saw the video, and it's disgusting.
Yeah.
The fan was banned indefinitely from Madison Square Garden.
Indefinitely.
Yeah,
I would have banned him.
Yeah. You'll notice a pattern where all these fans are getting banned for life.
Life.
Yeah.
Well, indefinitely doesn't necessarily mean life.
No, but
It just means
it should be.
It probably will.
It probably will be. Yeah. Then after that, actually on the same night that the Trae Young incident happens,
Yeah.
you got the Jazz fans banned for racist heckling.
No, lovely.
They were banned indefinitely for heckling Memphis guard Ja Morant's family. His family. Not him, his family.
What the crap?
During Game 2 of the Western Conference First Round Series.
What the crap?
Ja Morant tweeted, as they said, the Jazz ejected the fans, as they should. My family should be able to cheer for me and my team as getting inappropriate shit said to them. And then the 100 emoji. Yeah. Absolutely.
I wonder what was said. Like, what was the heckling?
Ja's father, T, told ESPN.com the comments were vulgar and racist in nature.
Oh.
I know heckling, T. Morant said in a phone interview with ESPN. We were doing that the whole game, but that's different than heckling. That's straight up disrespectful. That was too far out of line. You don't say nothing like that heckling. That's beyond
Heckling would be, hey, you suck. Or, you know, when they play the hey, guess what? Your goalie sucks. That's heckling.
Well,
that's good natured.
Yeah, no, that's good natured ribbing, and that's just ribbing. But
yeah, but to be racist and vulgar, no call for that. No call for that.
I wonder if I can actually find what was said.
I don't know. Curious. Yes, I'm playing with a fidget spinner.
You always play with that fidget spinner.
I know. I think that's why you keep it open.
Right.
Not that I'm stressed or depressed, because I'm not. But they say playing with a fidget spinner is calming and
and it is,
depression
and
stuff.
it is. No, and I agree.
It's very
that it is.
soothing.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know why. I don't exactly know the emotional science behind it.
Let's see.
You probably not find it. It's on the internet. It's there forever.
Well, yeah.
I guess.
It's just taking a while to load.
Mm.
Apparently, the comments were very racist and sexist in nature.
Yeah.
Here we go. Morant scored a career 47 points in the game, so on Twitter's fan was targeted by the fans. The Associated Press reported comments were directed specifically at Jamie Morant, Morant's mother, while ESPN reported T. Morant, Ja's father. So there were 3 incidents directed at the game during both him and his wife. And those 3 fans were banned indefinitely for a verbal altercation.
Yeah. Still doesn't say what was said.
T. Morant told ESPN that one fan said, I'll put a nickel in your back and watch you dance, boy.
Ooh. You're a bitch. You're a bitch for that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I say how I feel. I say what I feel. You're a bitch for that.
Right.
You're lucky that didn't get you shot.
Now, another
Seriously.
fan made an inappropriate comment during his wife. Didn't say what was said, though, towards his wife.
You don't call a black man boy. That's just not.
Right.
That's just not something you do.
Right. But Morant had been friendly with several Jazz fans sitting near him during the game. One Jazz fan shared a video of them sitting, next to his family. And they were, video of the tour and they were exchanging drinks. And Morant added that more fans got security's attention when the 3 fans got out of line. Good.
Yeah.
I applaud the good fans that actually
Hey.
pay attention to those people. Get them out of here.
Pieces of shit. Well,
Right.
I'll say it.
Oh, I know.
If he's too scared to say it, I'll say it. Pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Pieces of shit.
Yeah. So yeah, they should be banned indefinitely.
I'll put a nickel in your back and watch you dance. Boy, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Lucky it didn't get you shot.
Right.
Honestly. Okay. Really? Really? You're going to stoop that low?
Then you had Friday, May 28th. Actually, this wasn't an incident, but this was a player addressing the incidents.
Comments like that. Really
Oh, I
piss me
know.
off. It
I know they do. Celtics forward Tristan Thompson addresses the playoff incidents with fans with a loaded response. Thompson said he would tolerate a fan spitting on him during a game. The Celtics' Tristan Thompson says he did have Boston fans direct racist comments at him. He was an opponent here, but not since he joined the team. As for the incident involving Trae Young at MSG, Thompson said, I dare a MFer to spit on me. I'll follow you to your house.
Oh, yeah.
Then the fourth incident. The fan throwing the water bottle at Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Want
some water? Wing!
And that was the Celtics fan. This is actually in Boston.
But I'm almost sure that wasn't a, hey, want some water?
Oh,
Wing?
no.
That was
No, because the Nets are walking off to the locker room after the win. And, yeah, just
I mean, if the guy like handed him an unopened water bottle, they're like,
yeah.
Hey, you need some water?
Yeah. But
I'm sure that would be like, don't do that. But that wouldn't get you pans. It's like,
no.
hey,
But clearly,
here it's unopened.
when it's a bottle flying in the air and comes
but
that
when
close
it's
to
a
getting you in the
bottle flying
head.
at your head,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Ooh, yummy. New Parmesan papadilla.
Ew. Yeah, Irving scored 39 points in a 141-126 victory against Boston in Game 4 of their first-round series, a game in which Irving stepped on the Celtics logo at half court before putting on the show. So he kind of irked the Boston fans already by doing that.
Well, still didn't deserve it.
The performance was marred, however, when Cole Buckley, 21. Okay, this guy's been identified. He's been named.
Oh.
He's been named.
Yeah. Okay.
Cole Buckley, 21, threw a water bottle that grazed Irving's head. Oh, it did graze his head.
Ooh.
Okay, I didn't know actually made contact. I thought it just missed his head, but it did graze his
Well,
head.
that's why he was arrested.
As he was exiting toward the TD Garden tunnel. He's charged with assault and battery with a dangerous weapon and was arraigned on June 5th.
Okay.
He was given a lifetime ban from the arena.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And then Nets forward Kevin Durant addressed the incident afterward. When you come to these games, you've got to realize these men are human.
Yeah.
And we're not animals. We're not in a circus. Have some respect for the game. Have respect for these human beings. And have some respect for yourself. Your mother would be proud of you throwing water bottles at players or
Wow.
spitting at players or tossing popcorn. So grow the F up and enjoy the game.
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing, like, okay, I'll be honest. When the Indiana Pacers and Toronto Raptors played, I ribbed them a little bit. You know, learn to play or don't get paid, which I will never do again. In fact, I will never heckle Canadian fans again. Let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
I watched a YouTube video of like heartwarming moments in NHL.
Okay.
This just gets me like, and it made me bawl. Like, I forget where this was, but they were singing the American national anthem because it was
Well, yeah, because they
Canadian.
sing America's first and then Canada's for games played in Canada. Yes.
If it's in America.
They play
Canada.
Canada's first and then
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, the mic, well, this girl was doing the American national anthem. The American national anthem cut out at the end of the song. What did these
I assume the fans filled in the rest. Yeah.
They belted that shit.
Yeah.
I'll never make fun of Canadians again.
You'll never make fun of the Toronto Raptors again?
No, I won't.
That one time where they played the Canadian, you go, what the are they doing? Like, dude, we're playing the Toronto Raptors.
Okay.
They got to play the Canadian anthem.
Okay,
Like,
and at that time, I didn't.
you were igbo. You were ignorant.
I was ignorant to the fact that they did that.
Yeah.
But it's like, but then again, I learned
Yes.
though that in Canada they do the same thing.
Yes.
They play their national anthem first as their right, and then they play us.
Yes.
But when a whole stadium
Right.
of Canadian, it was the Montreal Canadiens or something. I
Yeah,
think it was.
yeah.
When a whole stadium and the Rockets run. The mic cuts out
Right.
at the end of it, and they just belt that shit. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Y'all have won my heart again, Canada. I'll be honest. I'll tell you that I want to freaking move to Canada. She don't want to, and my wife says she'll divorce me if I ever do. But you know, learning about Canada, I said, hey, I'd like to move there. I'd like to at least visit there. And then seeing that, I can't hate on you anymore.
No, and I have to give Tampa Bay a lot more respect too for Amalie Arena, because they let the Raptors play there this year when the border was closed. So
where
the Raptors are playing at Amalie Arena in Tampa Bay. It's their home arena.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you knew that, right?
I thought you told me.
Yeah. So I
Tampa Bay doesn't have a basketball team.
Right, correct. Yeah, you had to go somewhere where there's not going to be conflict, but yeah. And then Monday, May 31st,
Jesus.
fans throw a beer near Emmanuel Quickley of the Knicks.
Oh, yeah.
Guard Quickley tells reporters that beer was thrown near him and Nerlens Noel toward the end of Game 2 against the Hawks at Madison Square Garden. The Knicks won the game 101-92, which makes the incident that much more out of place. Yeah, that's a Knicks fan throwing the beer when the team won. What? Yeah, Quickly says the beer was thrown near him and Noel at the end of Game 2, which was at the Garden. He said he didn't know why. I guess that's part of having fans at the games, he said. That really didn't get as much notoriety. Now, the one that really did, the fifth one, the last one that I'm aware of that happened, the fan actually running on the court during the Wizards-Sixers series. Fan ran on the court during Game 4 of the series between the Sixers and Wizards with 3:40 left in the third quarter. Fan jumped up and touched the backboard, being tackled by security at Capital One Arena.
Complicated.
Listen to this.
Well, that's in Toronto, actually. Dude, the Hockey Hall of Fame is in Toronto. They respect the game. They respect us, okay? Maple Leafs fans, I'm sorry, I won a playoff series in 2004.
What? That's in Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
They don't have to do that.
No, they don't.
They sing my anthem with just as much gusto as I do, just because. Chills every time I see that.
Right.
Ugh.
But
I wanted to see if I could find that, and I did.
right.
They don't have to do that.
No.
You know, you hear all the time about Canadian people being nice and polite and everything. They don't have to do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, here's the dumbass fan in Washington. Hopefully this loads. Yeah, here's the dumbass fan in Washington getting tackled by security. Hopefully, nope, it won't load. But still, yeah. It's essentially what the guy did is he ran on from the front row, first few rows. He goes past the middle of the court and goes up to the backboard. And I don't know if this guy just did it on a dare or what, but all he did was he just slapped the backboard. That's all he did. He didn't get in the player's way. He didn't want to say hi to one of the players or anything. Just comes on the court and just slaps the backboard. I'm thinking if you're doing that, you gotta have to be dared by your friends or something. Oh, everybody's doing stupid stuff right now in the NBA. Jimmy, why don't you go up there and do something stupid? It's like, Here, I'll give you $50 if you slap the backboard. You know, just something like that. You know, just something stupid. And of course, Jimmy can't resist. He's like, "Whoa!"
Was it Wizards Sixers?
Yes, it was Wizards Sixers game 4. Okay, here it is. Yep, here it is. Yep, that's the guy. That's the guy getting arrested.
No.
That's the guy getting arrested.
Didn't
I didn't actually show it.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Look, like try to go on YouTube. Man slaps backward.
Okay, see, now we're both looking for it.
Austin fan throws water bottle.
Yeah, I'm sure there are videos of all of these.
Listen to your lyrics. I feel shame.
Dang YouTube ads that you can't skip.
Unfortunately, we have seen issues around the NBA with fans crossing the line. Somebody tossed
Look how
Whoa!
close that came. Yeah.
Yo!
Yeah.
Yo!
Yeah. Look how close that came to his head. Yeah.
And the Nets began to point out who it was in that section.
Good.
There are cameras everywhere.
The Nets
so
began
you're
to
gonna
point
see
out, hey, this
Yeah.
is
toss
the.
right there.
Yeah.
It just misses
Oh,
Kyrie.
Woo.
This is as the Nets were exiting.
Yowie.
Durant was doing the interview with Michael Grady, and security began to converge and look for the guilty court, and just flat out stupid.
Yeah, it's an absolute shame.
Yeah.
And we've seen incidents during this postseason, but it's just a terrible thing to continue watching.
And it's going to get you banned.
Yep.
From TD Garden.
Yep.
Yeah. As it should. Yeah, as it should, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe this article here has the video in it. Like I said, it just takes a bit to load. But yeah, all the guy did, and I understand you can't go on the playing surface. I'm not advocating that, but I'm just thinking like some friend or some guy in that section dared this guy to just, I'll give you $20-$50 if you just go on the court and slap the backboard. And, that's what he did. Now he's banned from the arena. And there's the number. There's the number.
Well.
He's tackled. Yep, there's a dummy. Tackled by the security guard.
LeBron tackles Heat fan who hits $75,000 shot. I'm gonna guess that.
That's a good one. That's not a bad one. Yeah,
That was a good. That is fine.
Yeah, that doesn't show the guy actually.
Oh shit! He just winged it. Okay.
No, that was a good one. That was fun.
cool.
Yeah, that was cool. This one was not. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, so the Wizards released a statement
Stupid.
afterward that said during this evening's game, a fan was
Stupid.
apprehended by Capital One Arena Special Police after attempting to breach the court. Actually, he did breach the court because he got on and he slapped the backboard and probably hoped to get $50 from his friend or something. He'll be banned from the arena and charges are being pursued with the DCMPD.
Now we don't know if he was dared. We just speculate.
Yeah,
Let's just say that.
I am saying that, but it's just
We don't want to get called.
No,
out.
I know.
We're just speculating.
But it kind of seems like that, doesn't it? Like all you want to do is just slap the backboard, really? Like it just seems like the kind of thing that a friend would dare somebody to do. To me.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're right.
Jimmy, I'll give you $50 if you slap the backboard. You know, it's like
Hope that $50 was worth getting banned for
life. So thankfully, that has been the last
What?
incident since then. But my goodness, just to have like one incident, okay, two, but 5 in a row. Like, come on, guys. Like,
And just when they're allowing fans back too.
Yeah.
You want to get.
yeah.
You want to get no.
You want to
fans
keep
at
fans
all?
in the stands? Yeah, you want
Yeah.
to keep fans in the stands? Don't do stupid stuff. Good. Don't heckle the players or throw water at them or popcorn or breach their playing surface. Jeez.
You want season tickets to?
Yeah, you want to keep those season tickets
no.
so bad?
No, you want season tickets to a team?
Yeah.
Here, take a common sense test.
No,
that
duh.
ought to be required.
Yeah, give them like the life scenarios. You know, like you're at a game and a bad call was just done against your team. What will you do? You know, it's just stuff like that.
Write in your answer here. Oh, I'll throw a water bottle.
I'll throw
No.
water or popcorn at the official. No, you do not get tickets. You lose. There's the door.
Season pass.
Yeah. I don't want to. Yeah, it's like insert Willy Wonka soundbite there. You know, y'all know what it is. What I'm talking about. I don't have to say it. What? You seriously know what I'm talking about?
Which Willy Wonka?
The classic one.
Okay.
You get nothing.
Yes.
You lose. Good day, sir. You know, you get that. That's the one I'm
Season
talking
pass
about.
petition revoked.
Yeah, exactly. Just be smart. You go to the game, have a good time, cheer for your team, enjoy the concessions. Just don't be a dick. How hard is it to not be a dick? Apparently
for those
5, very hard to not be a dick.
Yes.
All right.
Anyway, next topic
Next topic.
would be 2021.
As you can see it.
I had it.
Oh.
2021 NFL predictions.
Oh, this is good. All right.
And again, I have no idea about these topics because he doesn't discuss them with me, which I
Right.
like because I like to be surprised.
Right. Wait, I thought you hated surprises.
Some surprises I like, some surprises I don't.
Okay.
Like
well,
if it's a gift that I see.
yeah,
wrapped in
that you
corn,
hate because that bugs you. Yeah.
Yes.
But these surprises you're fine with.
Yes.
All right. So
Uh-huh.
here's what I tend to do every season. When the NFL schedule release comes out, I go through it and I pick each week and
What's the difference between green and red? There?
green is a win, red is a loss.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I just go through each week and I give a little preseason pick
yeah,
as to how I think the season's going to play out.
Jesus, you got Pittsburgh winning a lot, or no? You got
I have Buffalo winning a lot. Why? But here's the thing. So let's go by division. Buffalo is obviously the favorite to win the AFC East. Buffalo is really good.
Okay.
I mean, let's not kid ourselves. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, the talent they have at running back.
Yeah.
I mean, Buffalo would be a shock if they did not win the AFC East. I have them going 12-5.
I see you got Indianapolis winning Seattle.
I mean,
Seattle's not.
I have them losing.
No,
I'm losing the week 1 to Seattle. Yeah. Granted, I know it's at home, but it's like, dude, Seattle is like, you remember Seattle's really good.
Uh-huh.
And they didn't trade Russell Wilson this offseason, so he's sticking around.
Okay.
Yeah, I have Buffalo going 12-5, winning the division. I have New England second, but only at 7-10. Now, this is also on the pretense that Mac Jones, who they just drafted in the NFL draft, starts week 7.
Excuse me, that would actually be 12-4, not 12-5.
Do you remember there are now 17 weeks in the regular season?
Oh, I didn't remember that.
Yes, there's now an extra. Yeah, if you remember now, there's an extra week.
I
Yeah,
forgot that.
so 17. Got used to now 17 games instead of 16.
Well, there y'all are.
Yeah. So yeah, keep that in mind.
Still one bye week.
Still one bye week for each team. Yeah. So now there's just 18 weeks instead of 17 for the whole season.
And why did they do that?
They expanded the regular season by one game and shortened the preseason.
There
by one.
you go. That's how.
Yeah. So 17 games in the regular season, only 3 preseason games now
It's
instead
going
of
to
4.
put a lot of pressure on the people making the roster.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely it will. Yes, absolutely it will. Yeah, I had New England 7 and 10.
And why did they do that? Like, was there like an explanation for that? Like, okay, this is why we're doing it.
I don't know if there was like a big time explanation for it. I don't know if it was something really the players wanted or
Well, because
or both.
they've been calling for it, but they're worried that it would like affect the longevity of the careers. Well, you're not really helping if you shorten the preseason just to put one more regular season game on. You're not really helping the issue.
Yeah, and then honestly, that gave each NFC division as an extra game against an AFC team, and they'll play at the AFC team stadium, and then it will rotate in the other way for 2022.
And quite frankly, personally, I like a 16-game season. Here's why: because now it's uneven. That bugs me.
You mean 17?
Yeah.
You said 16.
No, I like it. No, I like
you like it over 16
16
instead of 17.
when it's 8 and 8.
Yeah.
It's even.
Yeah.
Yeah, it bugs me that it's an
Yeah.
uneven amount of games.
Right.
That I don't have OCD or nothing, but that still bugs me that it's an uneven amount. Now,
SB Nation went after it. The NFL's new 17-game season is a cash grab that hurts the game.
Money.
Yeah, it's all about money. Yeah, the owners. Yeah, it's all about money. Yeah, the owners met and voted to increase the regular season by a game, so it was an owners vote. So, yeah.
No input from the players or coaches or any of the other staff. It's the owners.
It's a move the Players Association was actually prepared for because they built the provision into the CBA.
Okay,
Because
so
they've
they
already
knew
agreed.
about it.
So they knew about it.
Okay,
Yeah,
it
wasn't a surprise.
It wasn't
No,
17-game season.
no,
Just deal with
they
it. No,
they knew.
about
Yeah,
it.
they knew this was coming.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
all right.
They knew.
Anyway,
But yeah, so I had Buffalo in the AFC East, New England second. I have Miami and the Jets pretty much tied for third at 6 and 11. I really don't think they're Jets rookie quarterback gonna have some growing pains. Miami, you all know how I feel about Miami. With Tua, I mean, I wish he'd be better developed, but his first season was not that good. They haven't done much to build around him. I worry about Miami. The AFC North is going to be interesting. I have Baltimore winning the division at 13-4, but I still have Cleveland making the playoffs, the wild card at 12-5, because I think both teams will be really, 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 really good.
mm-hmm.
I have Cincinnati at 7-10. I have Pittsburgh really struggling. I have them at 5-12. I know that's very un-Pittsburgh-like, but they kept Ben Roethlisberger to be their quarterback, and he's 39 years old, and he's been injury-prone, and I don't think that's a good outlook. So that's a problem. AFC South, always entertaining. I have Tennessee winning the division at 12-5, but the Colts still making the playoffs at 11-6. I think they'll still be very good. I think Frank Reich's going to get the good Carson Wentz back. I think they will.
I hope so.
I hope so too. I do too. I mean, now you got Taylor there in the backfield. Pittman, the receiver, will have a second year. Campbell hopefully will stay healthy. T.Y.'s back. So there's a lot to build around. The defense is still strong. The O-line is still good. So they'll be fine. I have Jacksonville actually going 8-9. It's first-year head coach. It's first-year quarterback, but Trevor Lawrence might surprise in a few games. And they're not going to be a contender right away.
Who's the coach now?
Urban Meyer.
Okay.
But we'll see if Tim Tebow makes any impact or not. But
Oh, the Jags.
yeah. But
That tight end.
that tight end, the position he's never played.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah. And then of course I have the Texans sucking because they're probably going to suck because they're Deshaun Watson. I have them going 1-16, which I think is the worst record in the league. Yeah, I think I have them as the worst. Yeah. The only week I have them winning is week 12 against the Jets. AFC West, I have a battle between Kansas City and the Chargers. I have them both going 13-4. But Kansas City, I think, would win the division based on better strength of schedule, wins against more playoff teams. So by the Chargers still as a wild card, 13-4, number 5. Vegas, I have going 7-2, winning in Vegas. Vegas always finds a way to beat them in Vegas.
Yeah, true.
So it's tough to win there.
Yeah.
So I only have Kansas City losing 4 times, and 3 of them are on the road, do notice. At Baltimore, at Vegas, at the Chargers. I'm losing to Buffalo at home because Buffalo's gotten a lot stronger in the offseason.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah. So, and the Chargers are going to be right there with them because, Justin Herbert is still great and still got a ton of talent. I have Raiders 7-10, and then I have Denver 4-13. Denver's going to really struggle unless they get Aaron Rodgers. If Denver gets Aaron Rodgers, they'll have to adjust their schedule and the record. But for now, with what they have with Drew Lock or Teddy Bridgewater, they're not going to be very good. NFC East, always intriguing. I have Washington once again winning the division. I have them going 11-6. Really excited when they have Ryan Fitzpatrick now. I'm thrilled for them for that. I'm really intrigued what he's going to do.
Washington football team.
He's still the Washington football team. Yes, still no nickname.
I think that is insane. Pick a name already. Jesus.
Right. I have Dallas. Actually, I have Philly. Philly is my dark sleeper this year. Yeah, Philly. Keep your eye on the Eagles. I am going 11-6 and making the playoffs as a wild card, number 6 seed, because Jalen Hurts, I think, is going to do some really nice things. They've still got a good running back in Miles Sanders. They have now 2 young receivers with Jalen Reagor and Devontae Smith. Dallas Goedert, the tight end, still there. They're going to be a team to watch. So I have them going 11-6. I have Dallas 10-7, but still missing the playoffs. I still think Dallas is going to miss the playoffs. And then I have the Giants struggling again at 5-12 because the Giants are still kind of a mess.
Yes.
Even though Daniel Jones has a ton of weapons, hadn't able to do much with them. The nice thing is they get Saquon back healthy. NFC North, this is Minnesota's division for the taking.
Okay.
As long as Aaron Rodgers does not play in Green Bay. It all hinges on whether or not he does come back or not. Now, of course, for gosh sakes, today during an interview, who's wearing a shirt that said, "I'm offended." I don't think he's coming back to Green Bay. I really don't.
Where's he going to go?
I
don't want to let him go.
Well, yeah, because the Packers say we're not going to trade him regardless, but Aaron said, "Well, I'm not going to play for you." So clearly, this is who's got the better leverage. So, but
I'd say Green Bay does because they got his ass under contract.
Yeah. But if Rodgers doesn't play, then this is Minnesota's vision for the taking. So I have them at 11-6, winning. I have Chicago at 6-11 on the pretense that Justin Fields starts week 4 and Andy Dalton loses the first 3 games. Again, this assumes if Aaron Rodgers is not there, I have Green Bay struggling because Jordan Love will be forced to play. I'm going 4-13.
Yeah.
And then Detroit at 3-14 because we know Detroit's going to suck because Detroit always sucks. NFC South, no surprise. Tampa Bay is going to win this division. There's no reason that Tampa Bay should not win this division. I'm going 14-3. I only have them losing at Philly, at Washington, and at the Colts. That's really the only losses I have for Tampa Bay.
I don't see how they're going to lose at Indiana. I really don't.
I mean, if Wentz has the game of his life.
I don't.
Do you remember Washington played them close in the playoffs last year?
I know. But
so, do you really think Tampa could go 17-0?
With that schedule, yes, I do. I really do.
Okay. I mean,
well, I don't know. Based on that schedule I'm looking at, I'll call them 16-1.
okay. Where do you see the loss?
Buffalo.
Oh, Buffalo, even at home? Okay. All right.
With the talent.
Yeah, that's true. Buffalo could give them fits. That is true. And Buffalo improved their pass rush in the offseason, so that is true.
Anything else, I don't know.
Yeah.
At Philly, I don't know how good they'll be on the road.
Right. That's why all my losses to them have them on the road. So.
I got last year, right?
You did. And then, but yeah, everyone else is rebuilding. So
I predicted
yeah,
that Tampa Bay would play the Super Bowl and win in their home stadium.
Yep.
Come on.
Then I have the Saints in Atlanta going 7-10 because because Saints will have a new quarterback.
Yeah.
And Atlanta now no Julio Jones.
Yeah.
So and Carolina 4 and
Is
13.
he out or did
He got
retire?
traded to Tennessee,
Okay.
and we'll talk about that too later on because that's a topic in there too.
Okay.
And then the NFC West, I think, is going to be really fun, as it always is. I have Arizona
San Fran.
winning the division at 13 and 4. I really like what Arizona did in the draft.
Okay.
Kyler Murray's still there.
Okay.
They got Hopkins, the receiver. They got
Okay.
Rondale Moore, the former Purdue player. Remember Rondale
Nice.
Moore? Yeah, the fast speedster.
Carved him up.
Yes, yeah. So they got him now.
I do remember him. Yes.
So Arizona's gonna be fun to watch. But I have Seattle right there at 12 and 5, getting a wild card spot,
Ooh.
and San Francisco getting in
Ooh.
the last spot at 10 and 7. So I have them getting that last spot. The only time I know I'm making the playoffs is the Rams at 7 and 10. Because of Sean Conservative McVay is there, they will not be very
Ooh,
good.
I see one on the Arizona schedule.
Okay,
When do they play Indy?
that would be week 16.
No, that's at.
No, that's in Arizona. Yeah, that's in Arizona.
Dang it.
Yeah, that's in Arizona. Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but so then my playoff teams: AFC, 1 Baltimore, 2 Kansas City, 3 Tennessee, 4 Buffalo, and then your wild cards: Chargers, Cleveland, and the Colts.
Okay.
NFC, your top 4: Tampa Bay,
Mm-hmm.
Arizona, Minnesota, and Washington. Wild card: Seattle, Philadelphia, San Francisco. Then my playoff predictions. I do have the Chiefs beating the Colts. As hard as that is, come on, it's in Kansas City. The Colts have never had success in Kansas City. We know this. Let's be real.
I like Patrick Mahomes.
I have Tennessee beating Cleveland. That'll be a really entertaining game offensively, but considering what Tennessee's done this offseason, especially now getting Julio Jones, kind of hard to pick against Tennessee there. But I have the Chargers beating Buffalo. Very entertaining game as well. 2 good offenses, but Justin Herbert finds a way to win.
And again, these are only predictions.
This is just my prediction.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just my prediction.
So you're either going to look really good or really
I-
stupid.
I looked really stupid last year, so I know. Yeah, last year I looked really stupid. I think last year I had
Sorry.
like somebody beating Seattle, I think, and that was totally off base. I think I had Baltimore. I had Baltimore beating Seattle in the Super Bowl. Yeah, that worked out. Then AFC, I have Baltimore beating the Chargers, and then I have Tennessee actually taking down Kansas City because I have Tennessee coming out of the AFC now after adding Julio Jones. I think Tennessee now is really dangerous. You think about it: Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry, Julio Jones, A.J. Brown. I mean, they are now loaded offensively. So they to me are scary. So I have Tennessee coming out of the AFC.
That'd be a cool game to go to. I'm seeing LA Rams at Indiana.
Yeah, week 2. Yeah, week 2.
I don't know how much tickets are going for now.
Right.
Now, are they still going to be limited or are they bumping it up a little bit?
So as of right now, the only team that has not been given the clearance for full capacity, believe it or not, is the Colts.
What
Yeah,
the hell?
yeah. That's from what I've seen.
What the hell?
Yeah, they have not been given the green light yet.
From who? Is it the owners? Is it the governor? What? You got
It's got to be Department of Health. It's got to be.
You got 32 teams in the NFL,
Yes.
and all 31 have been cleared.
The other 31 have been cleared, but the Colts are the only holdout.
Ah,
Yeah, at the moment.
what?
NFC, I have Arizona beating San Francisco in Arizona. I have Minnesota beating Philly.
Okay.
And then I have Seattle. Seattle's always dangerous in the playoffs. I have them beating Washington, even though it's in Washington. I have Seattle winning that game. But then, of course, I have Tampa Bay beating Seattle. Sorry, Seahawks. It's Tom Brady.
Yep.
And then I have Arizona beating Minnesota. But then I have Tampa Bay beating Arizona.
Yep.
Never thought I'd say this. But I have Tampa going back to back.
Yep.
Who's going to stop them? Seriously. Who's going to stop them?
Like I said,
This is the start of another mini dynasty for Tom
I'm
Brady.
gonna probably look real stupid, but really, because I'm looking at the schedule.
Yeah,
I was looking at
right,
the schedule too.
Right.
The only problem on that schedule I could see for Tampa Bay is Buffalo.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Ugh,
yeah.
I don't think any other team's going to be a problem.
No, yeah.
I really don't.
16-1 is not too far fetched. No,
With that schedule?
with that
no.
schedule, yeah. Tampa really got a cake schedule. They really did.
Ugh.
Yeah, they really did. They have a cake division. They have a
And
cake schedule.
If they beat Buffalo, yes. If they beat Buffalo.
Oh yeah, because then if they go 17-0, then yeah.
And it is Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Is he
with
is
all
he
his
getting-
weapons. And do remember, most of that team is back.
Is he getting older? Yes. Is he slowing down a little bit? Yes. But
Yeah.
is it still Tom fucking Brady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, still have Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette. You still have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, and Gronk.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
17-0. Yeah.
I mean, again, who's going to stop that,
No.
right? So that's my prediction. We'll see if it's right or not.
Where is it going to be this year?
What, Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I believe it's at SoFi.
Yes.
Yeah, it's at SoFi in LA. Yep.
Rams and Chargers.
Yes.
Stadium?
Yes. And the Rams fans in there chant, "Whose house? Rams house."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are the Rams and Chargers in different conferences, or are they in the same?
They're in different conferences. Remember, Rams are NFC and Chargers are AFC.
So potentially they could play each other in the Super Bowl at their home stadium. Not going to happen.
No,
Not gonna happen.
Not
But
gonna
they
happen.
could.
Not gonna happen. I could see the Chargers more getting there than the Rams, to be honest. Because you know Sean McVay, how conservative he is.
It could hypothetically happen.
Yeah. It's a hypothetical, but the to me the odds of it happening very, very slim.
Yep.
Anyway, on to the next.
MLB fans.
Oh,
Fans rank MLB mascots badly.
oh, this one grinds my gears. Okay.
Okay.
This one, when I saw
Got a
this
gear grinder.
article, MLB fans, we need to have a little chat, okay? Because this is from Play USA, okay? They did a survey, okay? This is best and worst MLB mascots ranked by sports fans. So when it comes to mascots, sports fans either love them or hate them. But which mascots are the best and worst in MLB? We recently surveyed sports fans across the country to settle the debate once and for all. Guffaw. With an ultimate MLB mascot rankings list. So this is their ultimate list.
Okay.
Clark the Cub is number one. The fuck?
I don't know.
He doesn't even wear pants.
Just as I take a drink.
3.95 out of 5.
Wow.
First. Here's the rest of their top 10. Now, some of these I'm okay with, some of these I'm not. Number 2 is Paws from the Detroit Tigers. I don't mind that. Paws is a cool mascot. Dinger from the Rockies. I like Dinger, the Triceratops. He's cool, unique. I like Dinger. He's number 3. TC the Bear from the Minnesota Twins is number 4. TC looks like, speaking of cocaine, looks like way too happy bear on coke. I'm sorry. He's number 4. Now, the Oriole bird from the Orioles is number 5. I'm fine with that. Oriole bird just got inducted into the Mascot Hall of Fame. Great. That's awesome. Ace from the Blue Jays is 6th. Okay. That's fine. Ace is all right. He's not great by any stretch, but he's all right. Stomper from the Oakland A's is 7th. I'm okay with that. Now, the Cincinnati Reds, they said Rosie Red is their main mascot. I don't know if I'm so sure about that. I'd either say probably go with like Mr. Red or Mr. Redlegs as kind of their main, but no, they Rosie Red, and she ended up in 8th. Mr. Met from the Mets is number 9. Mr. Met, by the way, is in the Mascot Hall of Fame. He's iconic. Him and Miss Met, they're iconic. Slugger from the Royals is number 10. Again, also in the Mascot Hall of Fame. I don't know who they got to survey this, but some of y'all need to brush up on your history. And then some of these, Wally from the Red Sox is iconic. He's 11th. The Philly Fanatic is number 12. Number 12. And he's in the Mascot Hall of Fame. 13 Mariner Moose, 14 Lucille with the Giants, 15 Screech from the Nationals. Again, some of these I'm not too mad about. Southpaw from the White Sox is number 22. I'm not too miffed about that because Southpaw could be a lot better, to be honest. But probably the biggest, the worst, Slider from the Cleveland Indians is dead last. He's in the Mascot Hall of Fame. MLB mascots are as diverse as MLB fans. Some are loud and in your face, while others are a bit more subdued. But according to sports fans, it's Clark the Cub who takes the best mascot. Clark ranked considerably higher than the mascot of the crosstown rivals, the White Sox. Southpaw was in the bottom 10 of the list with an average rating of 3.07. And then the most average mascots, Baxter of the Diamondbacks, Screech of the Nationals, Lucille of the Giants, Mariner Moose. The Fanatic is the most middle of the road. That's the one I most disagree with. Like the others, like Baxter, Diamondbacks, okay, I can understand that. It's a Bobcat, nicknamed Diamondbacks. I can sort of understand that. Screech from the Nationals is not great. Yeah, Lucille, okay. Now Mariner Moose, I mean, he's more infamous than famous because of the one time that he went on the roller skates on the ATV and busted his ankle. Well, you remember those skates are in the Mascot Hall of Fame, by the way.
Huh.
But the Fanatic in the most average, I don't understand that. And then Slider being the worst. Now, some of the others in the worst are okay. The Swinging Friar from the Padres, Billy the Marlin, it's kind of weird looking. Raymond from the Rays, yeah. Blooper from the Braves, yeah. Now, this is interesting. The fans who rated their mascot the best, Phillies, obviously, number one. Of course, they love the Fanatic. Brewers, number 2. Found interesting with Bernie Brewer. Tigers, number 3. Orioles, 4. And Royals, 5. Some of those not surprising. Now, fans who rated their mascot the worst, Tampa Bay Rays, apparently fans hate Raymond because they rated the worst. Braves, number 2. Marlins, number 3. Padres, number 4. Indians, actually, number 5. I'm surprised the fans don't like Slider. That's interesting. And then the most obnoxious behavior during games, Fanatic, number 1. But that's his personality. That's the way he is. Baxter's number 2 from the Diamondbacks. Slider, number 3. The Fire from the Padres is 4. And Blooper from the Braves is 5. So even the worst are rated as most obnoxious.
Oh.
That's interesting, too. But really? Number 1? Really?
Of course, I'll agree with that.
Of course, I was going to say, I know you're going to agree with that.
We're a house divided.
Yeah, I know. But Southpaw could be so much better. Like, I'm sorry. Like, because nobody knows what the heck he is. It's a fuzzy green thing. Like, nobody knows what Southpaw is. Although, with a nickname like White Sox, it is kind of hard to make a mascot. But I get that. But you don't want a giant white sock as your mascot. That would be kind of weird. So you got to go with something. But I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah.
But some of those rankings, though, I just do not agree. Some of those are all right, but not all of them. So yeah, try again.
Yeah.
not good. All right. So what's next on the dockets?
Yeah, bastard.
Bones.
Video of the week: Striker at Nationals Park.
I think you mean, of course, that's Streaker.
Oh, Streaker.
Speaking of more fans doing crazy, insane things.
Washington Nationals.
Yeah, this was the Washington Nationals. This is at Nationals Park during a rain delay. That makes it even more great that this guy was during a rain delay. And I'm going to see if I can actually find the funny video. Because there's a video that's really good. It's really funny. And actually, the guy ended up in he not only goes on the field and goes on a tarp, but he ends up like hiding in the tube. He hid in the tube.
Yes, you do. I'm sure the fans want. They'll pay for your tickets probably to get you there. Let me ask you this: remind the viewers how you got started with the Islanders. How did that come together for you as a fan of the Islanders? Yeah, so like late 2000, sitting back on
Okay, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here I found it. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
How long is yours? How long is
Minute
yours?
29 seconds.
Oh, I got a minute and 25.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, yeah. So
Yeah,
So-
actually, I got probably a better one.
well, this is the Yakety Sax
Uh-huh.
version. This is the Yakety Sax, the Benny Hill music in the background. Yeah. Well, so
Uh-huh.
So here it is. Here's the guy drinking his whatever with his towel, dumps it on his head. Now wait, man. Watch that first episode. Wait, what's it do? Look out!
Slip and slide.
It gets me every time. Skittles, taste the rainbow, man. He's just living his life on the tarp.
How did they not get him?
Oh, they do. Here they come. Here they come. I was like, oh shit. Okay, I gotta run now. Okay, I'm gonna run across this tarp. Whee! A little slide. And he hides in the tube. He goes in the tube. Like, no, you go the other end. You do the other end. Go to the other end. We'll try to flush him out. Like, how are we gonna do this now? How are we gonna get him out of the tube? Oh wait, no. Oh, I got him. He's coming this way. I got him. No, other way. Then you go down there. Then she points over there. Nope, I got him. There he goes. He's out of the tube. I hope it was worth it, man.
I'd have punched him in the balls. Seriously, I'd have punched him in the balls just
It
to
just gets
Make him
me
feel-
every time.
just to make him feel some pain.
That first step on the tarp. And his towel goes up in the air.
No, this was a slip and slide.
Whee!
Okay.
I can't get enough of it. Just when his towel just goes in the air. That's just a piece de resistance. Just, wow. That's just beautiful. Just watch. No, man. Watch that first step. It's he just. That when I saw that video on Twitter, that had me laughing like the whole week, and I'm thinking, okay, we've got to get that on the show, like as part of the show somehow. And that was it. That was just perfect. But yeah, that's if you can find it on YouTube, Twitter, please do. It's hilarious. It's funny stuff. Oh my goodness. All right. Next thing.
Stanley Cup playoffs update.
Ah, yes. Let us talk the hockey. Let's do that hockey. Stanley Cup playoffs. I've mentioned this, of course, in some of my previous two videos with the updates that I provided on the different days. But we are down to the Final Four. It's been, again, I've said it has been all about parity, and it really has, because we now have no number one seeds left. They all went out early. With the Central, the Tampa Bay Lightning, again, are the last standing out of that division. No, I mean, really not a shocker to me, obviously, considering they are the defending Stanley Cup champions. But they do not play like a number 3 seed. But
Who?
the Lightning.
Okay.
But they flew past the Florida Panthers in 6 games. I was really worried about that series because Florida had done so well against them in the regular season, including the last 2 games when they outscored the Lightning 9-1. So I was really worried about that for a bit. But then Tampa got back to full strength, full health, and they've been dominant ever since.
Okay.
So they beat Florida in 6 and breezed past the top seed Carolina in 5, which I was so surprised at that because normally they do not clinch a series in 5. Normally they usually will lose game 5 and then they'll play outside their mind in game 6.
Oh.
But they did it in 5. So
Okay.
And now they're going up against kind of the surprise story from the East, although really not a surprise to me because I kind of figured some way they would make a deep run again. That's the New York Islanders. Even though they are number 4 seed, they certainly do not play like a 4 seed either because they are very loaded from top to bottom. They have a ton of depth, a ton of goal scoring talent. And they're doing this, by the way, without their captain. Anders Lee has been out with a knee injury, and they've still been gritty, grinding, impressive ever since finding ways to win games. And I knew they beat the Penguins in the first round. I knew that because they are the thorn in the Penguins' side. They have now beaten them in the playoffs 5 out of 6 times they've met. So I knew that was going to happen. I called it. And then take it on Boston. I didn't know how they were going to play against Boston because Boston, again, really good top line, really good goaltending, but they found a way, as they do, and they won it in 6 games. And now here they are, and the Islanders actually going into tonight's game 2 have a 1-0 series lead. They won game 1 in Tampa. So this Islanders team is very dangerous. They played Tampa. Do you remember this is a rematch of the Eastern Conference Final from last year? And the Islanders took Tampa to 6 very hard-fought games.
Okay.
So do not be surprised if this Islanders team, obviously Tampa's going to be favored here because the Islanders have been underdogs all series, all playoffs, but they've embraced that role. So don't be surprised if this goes a very far series again. But I said as much. I said I would much rather have Tampa play the Islanders than Boston because I cannot stand the Boston Bruins. I really can't stand Boston teams in general, whether it's the Patriots, whether it's I don't think I have much hate with the Celtics because Brad Stevens with the Celtics. I really can't hate that. But the Bruins, I've never liked their play. I've never liked their style of play. They're too aggressive. They still have serial licker Brad Marchand. Yeah. So I've never been a fan of them. So I was
NHL has the Celtics too.
I was thinking NBA. I was talking like Boston teams in general.
Oh,
I was talking like the fact that I don't like Boston teams. Patriots, Celtics. But I'm not. I don't really have hatred with the Celtics though. I have no reason to hate the Celtics because especially now that Brad Stevens is now the GM. So I can't really be mad at the Celtics. But no, the Bruins I've never really liked, and so I was very glad the Islanders beat them because I would much rather again. If Tampa has to go out to anybody, like if they lose this series to the Islanders, I won't be too upset because I have a healthy respect for the Islanders, and that's why this series it's a little difficult for me. I'll be thrilled either way, whichever comes out of it. I will root forward to win the whole thing. So I'm very happy for the Islanders, and we'll see what they do and happens with game 2 tonight. Obviously, huge for the Lightning because if they go down 2-0 and have to go to the Coliseum, that will not be easy.
Okay, so I was going to ask, is it 2-2-1-1-1 or something?
Yes. Yeah.
Best of 7?
It's best of 7. Yes. Yeah. It's always best of 7 in the NHL. Yeah. Every round is best of 7.
Okay.
So yeah, 2-2-1-1-1.
Yeah.
And then the other side of the bracket, the North Division, the All Canadian Division this year, definitely a surprise. Again, kind of like the Islanders, the 4 seed comes out of it, the Montreal Canadiens.
Mm-hmm.
Big surprise. No one expected them, especially, but Toronto, as fashioned as Toronto has done, blows a 3-1 series lead and then loses first round. Still no playoff series wins since 2004 for Toronto fans. Maple Leafs. Yeah, so 17 years now of not winning a playoff series.
Vancouver is the king.
Yes. They didn't even make the playoffs this year. And then Montreal goes on to face Winnipeg, who swept the Edmonton Oilers out of the playoffs, the number 2 seed, swept them, and then Winnipeg gets swept by Montreal themselves, which does not happen often. You sweep a team, and then you get swept the very next round. Absolutely crazy. And big reason probably why was because of game 1 with Mark Scheifele and his stupid hit on Evans when he's trying to go for an empty net goal, slammed him hard into the boards and got a 4-game suspension. He essentially missed the rest of the series. So and he'll be suspended the first game of next season because he didn't serve the 4th game yet. So yeah.
A little harsh.
Yeah. Really?
I don't know.
I mean, if you'd see the hit, you would not think it would be harsh.
Yeah, maybe.
Especially considering that Tom Wilson of the Capitals does all this crazy stuff and gets nothing.
Yeah.
And Nazem Kadri has a long history. He gets suspended 8 games for a hit. So
Hmm.
the NHL is not kind of like the NCAA. They're not consistent when it comes to suspension. So,
Yep.
but yeah, that screwed Winnipeg, and now Montreal is here in the Final Four, and they've been impressive. They've got some good goal scoring. Carey Price in net has been incredible again, but last night in Game 1, they were thoroughly dominated by probably the heavy favorite in that series, that being the Vegas Golden Knights. No surprise again that they are here. Unfortunately, it came with them the fact that they beat the Colorado Avalanche, and that was unfortunate, especially considering Colorado had a 2-0 series lead in that series. It could have been 3-0. I'm not getting into it because I already have a whole video on that. Please watch that for my limitations of a fan base for the Avalanche.
Mm-hmm.
You can read all my reaction to the fan tweets, but yeah, Vegas is here again, and obviously they'll be the favorite to dispose of Montreal. They won going away last night in Game 1, 4-1. No surprise. So it's obviously everybody would love to see a Lightning Vegas final. And I don't know if I want to.
That'd be cool.
It would certainly be entertaining, don't get me wrong, but boy, I don't know if Tampa would come out of that series. That would be just a
I'd follow both of them.
a big time challenge. That would just be such a huge challenge for Tampa to try to go back to back. So,
Yeah.
but that's I think it's really all the media is picking. I've seen all the media predictions. Everyone's saying Tampa's going to beat the Islanders in 6, I think, and then they said Vegas or Montreal, and they're like 6 or 5. So, so that they're all kind of going that route. So we'll see. This playoffs has been absolutely insane and crazy. But usually the best teams do end up getting to the final. And it would be honestly a surprise if we did not get a Tampa versus Vegas final. But if it was the other way around, it'd be kind of like Team Cockroach in the final with the Islanders in Montreal, because you just can't get rid of these teams. They're always there. They're always going to be, finding a way to win games. So I don't know. We'll see. It's entertaining. It's been entertaining to watch, and look forward to Game 2 with the Islanders and Lightning tonight.
Yep.
On to the next.
Julio Jones to the Titans.
Ah, yes. This story was very intriguing because we knew that Julio Jones wanted out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
We knew that for the longest time because of the fact that Atlanta had salary cap issues. They could no longer afford to keep Julio Jones on their roster.
Mm-hmm.
And we also kind of knew because of the fact that actually on Undisputed on the Fox FS1 show with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp actually decides in the middle of they're debating about Julio Jones where he could end up. And of course, Skip Bayless, being the Cowboys fan that he is, said, wouldn't it be great if he ends up with the Dallas Cowboys? And of course, Shannon Sharp spells that notion. And he says, no. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call up Julio Jones right now while we're on live television. And I'm going to talk to Julio Jones. We're going to find out where he wants to play next year. So they call Julio Jones in the middle of the show. Shannon Sharp does, gets him on the phone. And of course, Julio can't know that he's on live television. He has no way of knowing. And Shannon Sharp just asks him point blank, hey, Julio, you're not going to come back to Atlanta next season, are you? And he goes, oh, no, I'm out of there. Like, he reveals on TV that he is out of Atlanta. He does not want to come back to the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
And now you got the host of the show, I think Megan or Molly's her name. You got her off stage saying, shouldn't you remind him he's on live television? Does he know we're on live television? So he had no way of knowing. And then Julio Jones keeps going on. And he says, well, I want to play for a contender next year. And then Shannon Sharp goes, well, don't go to the Dallas Cowboys then. Don't go to the Dallas Cowboys. They're not going to be a contender. Don't go to the Dallas Cowboys. I'm like, oh, no, man, I ain't going there either. So he didn't want to go to Dallas, didn't want to stay in Atlanta. So he's let all the world know now that he is officially available. So clearly at this point, the Falcons have to, show their card and say, okay, now we definitely have to get rid of him because now he's said on TV that he's gone.
Take a cue, Aaron Rodgers. You want to be out? Go on live TV and be like, I'm not going to play for Green Bay.
Well, for God's sakes,
anymore.
He's wearing a shirt that says, I'm offended. I think that's a statement enough that he doesn't want to play for Green Bay, that he's offended by management.
I got one thing to say about that and all.
Yeah.
Shut up, Diva. Play the last year of your contract before you can opt out or something. I think he's got what, like 2 years left.
Yeah, something like we looked it up
Yeah,
one
man, he
day.
can
We looked it
opt
up
out
one
of the
show.
last-
Yeah, we looked it up one day. But
Play what you have to, then opt out if you can.
yeah.
Mm.
Well, clearly he is so upset that management won't give him talent around him.
And
to
where
build
the
up on.
hell would you go?
I mean, like I said, Denver is, I'm sure, still the betting favorite for him to end up in. I'm sure. I'm sure of it. I'm sure. If I look it up right now, I'm sure that Denver is still betting favorite. Anyway, we'll do on this, but Julio Jones. Long story short, Falcons traded the Tennessee Titans. I think they got a 2022 either second or third round pick out of the deal, and the Titans got some picks from Atlanta in return, or the Falcons got some picks from Tennessee in return. But yeah, so and that's a great addition for Tennessee because that's a great get for their offense. Ryan Tannehill is a nice new shiny toy, and they're going to be, and like I said, they're going to be a contender. There's no reason they should not contend in the AFC South.
Right.
Okay, here we go. Aaron Rodgers trade destination odds reveal most likely teams in 2021. Okay. Yeah, the most likely trade destination is the Denver Broncos. They are the rumored front runner. Yep, at plus 220 odds. Of course, the Packers remain the favorite, still at minus 170. So they are still the favorite. To keep him, yeah. Outside of Denver, the Raiders are at plus 600. Followed by the Cleveland Browns at plus 1,200. That's surprising. They have Baker Mayfield.
I was going to say, why would they want to bench Baker?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
You know that Aaron Rodgers is not going to go somewhere to be a backup.
No. He would go to start. Yeah. Then the 49ers, Saints, and Patriots all come in at plus 2,000 odds. Followed by long shots in the Miami Dolphins, Carolina Panthers, Washington, the Jets, Houston Texans.
Okay.
Even the Lions and Bears are given a chance, both though at plus 7,000 odds to trade for Rodgers. Yeah, I don't think they trade to a division rival. So that's your current odds. Denver is still the favorite trade destination.
And when would that be basically settled?
I mean, so technically after June 1st is the best window that they have to trade him, because obviously Aaron Rodgers is not showing up to mini camps. He's already decided he's officially a holdout. He is not showing up to mini camps. He is getting fined for each day that he does not show up to mini camps, over $90,000 per day. Is it worth?
Maybe.
Is it worth forking over $90,000 per day to not attend mini camp?
Well, like I said, honestly, if he doesn't want to be there, just figure out how much his fines are going to be and just pay it in one lump sum. Be like, here you go.
Right, exactly.
No, all my fines are paid.
Right, yeah.
Honestly.
It's either I don't play for you or you trade me. It's one of the two. He's got to have the leverage. You know what I mean? It's like Julio Jones. He's got to have to find a way to get the leverage situation. Like you said, right now it seems like the Packers have all the leverage. He's got to find a way to tilt the scales in his favor. You know what I mean?
And if he, like I said, if he's so dead set on not doing mini camps, not playing, not nothing, just here, I'll just pay you $9 million or whatever.
Right.
And you can take it out if I owe you more, fine.
Right.
Here's $10 million.
Yeah.
That ought to cover it.
And I'll just be a free agent. Yeah. So
whatever.
Right.
Now, is he going to be a free agent after this season then?
Well, when does his contract run out?
I thought you said he's got one more year, then he can.
It was either one more year or 2 more years. Because I know we looked this up.
He's got one more year active, then he can. What is it? He play out option or something. What is it called?
So
opt out.
he can opt out next year. Yeah.
Okay,
This
so
is-
he can
yeah.
opt out at
He has a
the end of
potential
this
out clause
season.
at the beginning, yeah, for this next season. Yeah, he can opt out next year if he wanted to.
That would be the 22-23 season.
Yeah. Because he becomes a UFA in 2024.
Okay.
But he could opt out in 2022 if he wanted.
Okay.
So, yeah. Because, yeah, his base salary this year is $14.7 million. So, and then the next 2 years would be $25 million before he's a UFA.
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, he could opt out next year if he wanted to.
Yeah. Okay.
So, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see that whole saga play out because obviously there's a lot of uncertainty with Green Bay as long as that situation's up in the air. And you could say the same for Houston and Deshaun Watson, but that's really the two big ones at this point is Rodgers and Watson.
Okay.
Next. On to the next.
Says, I told you, Penguins, Islanders, oust them again.
Yeah, again, and I briefly mentioned this with the Stanley Cup update, but I saw this coming from a mile away, and I mentioned this as much in the Colorado video. I like being right, but when it involves one of my teams, it sucks. and this is one of those situations. It's like, and everyone kept saying, oh, the Penguins gonna be different this year. It's gonna be different here. They're different this year. Dude, it's a team that knows how to beat them, okay? The Islanders are just a thorn in their side, and you have to look at matchups. You have to consider matchups. I don't understand why the media types don't understand, matchups. They could be a great team, number one seed, win the division. That's all well and good. But you draw a team that has beaten you previous to this season 4 out of 5 in the playoffs. They know how to beat you, okay? They have the confidence that can beat you. And again, I said it, lest we forget that last time they met before, they swept them. They swept them in the playoffs. It was not pretty. And it's like they know that they can beat you, and they did it again. And to me, it does not surprise me at all because I'm just used to the Penguins at this point losing to the New York Islanders, and mostly because it was the awful goaltending. Because Tristan Jarry, it was a joke, and it was just so disappointing, and gave up way too many easy goals. It's just so frustrating. I hate to say you want to say I told you so, but man, it's you can build around so much talent and you can have it, but it's like when it is a team that they just know they have the confidence that they can beat you every year, and it's the same song and dance every year, and that's exactly what happens. I don't want to, I hate to say it, but it's like, everyone's saying it's going to be different, it's going to be different. I knew it was going to be different, and I kept watching that whole series, and the Islanders are winning these games, game after game after game, and I'm like, is Pittsburgh going to show up, at all? Are they going to play hard at all against this team? And the answer was no, and the answer was a big, fat, stinking no, and Tristan Jarry was a joke, and now the Penguins have to rethink again in the offseason and retool and decide, who are they going to lose in the expansion draft to Seattle, and and who they're going to keep and whatnot. It happens to good teams. If a good team doesn't do well in the postseason, then the salary cap's going to come around, and you got to decide who you're going to keep and who you're going to let go, and then who you're going to open up to the expansion draft for Seattle to swoop in and take. So, which is going to be interesting too, because I said in the last video, Seattle wasn't just licking their lips, thinking, well, if Vegas has had success, in their first 4 years of existence, imagine what we're going to get, with our expansion draft. So I can only imagine how they're.
When is that coming?
It's got to be coming up soon. I know it has to be coming up here soon because
I thought it was going to be this year. I thought they were supposed to come in this year.
No. The Kraken will start playing next season, but I know the expansion draft is very soon.
Okay, so they'll be coming in next season?
It will be on July 21st.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so the expansion draft would be less so. Yeah, about almost a month away. So a little more than a month. Yeah, so
Couple months.
and Seattle have the same rules in this draft that Vegas had in 2017. They'll select players from 30 to 31 teams because Vegas is exempt because they're still too young.
Okay.
So that's why Vegas is exempt. Teams have to submit their list of protected players by July 17th.
Okay.
They have to expose at least 2 forwards and 1 defenseman who played at least 27 games this season or more than 54 games the last 2 seasons combined, and they must be under contract for 2021-22. The exposed goaltender has to be under contract for next season or restricted free agent in 2021. At least 20 of the 30 players selected by Seattle have to be under contract. And these are required to select a minimum of 14 forwards, 9 defensemen, and 3 goaltenders. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what they do.
Okay.
And also, according to my friend in California, Jessica, they have opened up slots for a mascot position. So it means they've decided on one. Don't know what it is yet, but they have a
In LA.
Seattle.
Oh.
Well, my friend Jessica's out in California. She's out in San Jose, but she saw that the Kraken now do have a spot open.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Seattle Kraken mascot job. Now listen to some of these requirements because this is what got me like. This is manager of mascot experience. This is the description. I mean, I'm reading the description, but because it's all about the Kraken. Okay, the role. The Seattle Kraken is excited to team up with a creative, detail-obsessed, physical storyteller to help elevate and champion the Seattle Kraken Entertainment Experience and Production, or SKEEP, team by joining the team as our mascot. The Smile Maker will be a major part of the creation and execution of the National Hockey League and the Seattle sports scene's newest character. The responsibilities will include, but are not limited to, team up directly with all members of Team SKEEP, working to ensure that our mascot has a backstory, a voice, and embodies the Kraken hockey brand. Contribute to all business units by crafting the right narrative and tactics to fit organizational strategies that pertain to appearances and brand. Be a game day leader for promotions and entertainment surrounding Seattle Kraken hockey inside and outside of the arena. Produce their position and elevate all narratives and characters of the fan experience. Out of costume, be a multi-level communicator. This includes creating and managing schedules and voicing, developing and sharing storylines, navigating social media, and championing new ideas. Maintain the costume and all props, ensure that everything is show ready. Work with team to find ways to elevate ideas and improve promotions. Help conceptualize content for in-arena broadcast and web in our omni-channel environment. Fulfill internal and external entertainment requests for in-game experiences. Monitor pop culture to stay on the cutting edge of creativity and innovation. Okay, required experience and skills. Listen to this. Ability to ice skate at a high level. That's natural. You must be able to skate, stop, jump, and skate backward.
Okay.
Able to meet the physical demands of the role. Highly collaborative skill set that will activate a team of storytellers and generate content. A demonstrated passion for storytelling and driving a compelling narrative. Ability to create an immersive experience through a character. Ability to listen, influence, inspire, and motivate at all levels within an organization. Strong vision and supportive voice to the experience to handle intense live event situations. Ability to present and communicate new ideas and concepts. Extremely organized and detail-oriented, resourceful, quick learner, and able to handle multiple projects simultaneously. A high degree of personal integrity and consistently puts the interest of the organization first. I mean, that's understandable. That's any job.
Mm-hmm.
Demonstrated passion for performance, stage, screen, live theater, improv comedy. The ability to leave any prior characters behind, developing and creating all new mannerisms and characteristics. The ability to dream big, then motivate others to collaborate across all forms of entertainment and creation. Now, preferred experience and skills. Able to perform a flip on skates.
I don't know anybody there.
That one made my jaw hit the floor. I'm thinking, what?
Mm-hmm.
Climbing or aerial performance experience, gymnastics, dance, or cheer skills, comfort in water-based environments.
Okay, I can understand that being the Kraken.
Well, yeah.
I can.
Comfort operating motorcycles, ATVs, or their motorized vehicles. I can understand that. There's some mascots that already do that. Ability to quickly learn new skills and excitement for challenges. Basic understanding of video process, editing skills are highly desirable. Ability to play an instrument. What is the Kraken mascot going to be on the team's drum line?
I guess.
And then fluency in languages or ASL is a plus, which yes, it always is because nonverbal communication. But yeah, some of those, the ability to the performance flip on skates, that's the one that got me and Jessica's drop hitting the floor.
Uh-huh.
I have yet to see any hockey mascot at any level perform a flip on skates.
And very few ice skaters
Yeah.
themselves out of
So-
can do it.
So if the Kraken mascot does that on opening night, I will be all for it.
Uh-huh.
I will be all in favor. I don't even care what it looks like. I'll be like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You had me at that. If you were able to pull that off, good on you.
Okay.
But yeah, just some of that was just so yeah. Let's just see what happens with Seattle and the expansion draft and everything. But it made me think of that and just like wow, you're looking for a really talented performer to fill that role.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Are we at the last one yet? Oh, this is the last one. This is the last of the last. All right. This
Finally. What a way to end it.
Oh,
Perfect way to end it.
Okay.
The 6th parody set theme announcement.
Okay. So now I will preface that by saying this. This is for those of you who really don't either follow me on Twitter or are in the BluffCon Discord server, okay? Because those folks know this already. So if you don't follow me on those platforms or in the BluffCon Discord server, you don't know this yet. But I've been teasing at this in the Discord server for a long time now. And I have, and again, I in my previous sets I've done, to really ponies and characters that have meant a lot to me throughout the show. Student 6, Wonderbolts, Dragons, Starlight and Trixie, and recently Terramar. And again, I cannot say enough. The response to Terramar Tunes, absolutely incredible. I am blown away by it. It is the 3rd most successful set that I've ever had. It is now over 100 plays total across all the tracks on Pony FM. So, and one of them, Guided by the Wind, is my number 2 all time. It's only behind Ponyville.
I was going to say.
Yeah, it is at 40. Last I checked, it's at 45 plays. That is amazing. You still have not heard the whole set yet, have you? Yeah, you have not heard it yet. So yeah, you still don't know. Or at least I've not heard it yet. And so this next set, I felt like it was long past time to really honor, in my opinion, one of my favorite royals of Equestria. And so coming in the fall, I'm working on it right now. I'm in the writing process actually at this moment. I've been working on the writing part. I'm actually very close to finishing the writing part. I'm making good time actually on it. So I'll give more time to, record and, for the fall. But coming this fall is Lunar Tracks Parodies of the Night. It is dedicated to Princess Luna. That's the cover.
Nice.
Yeah. So very, very excited, obviously.
What's
for
the
this.
bottom say?
Lyrics and vocals by Specky Dash, of
Oh,
course. That's what I put on all of them, of course. That's normal. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I think already I've got about 9 of the 13 already written.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm making really good progress on this. So I keep going through them, and I'm like, man, whenever you can say I amaze myself during a project, I think you're coming up with something good, and I am here, and I've been really, really happy so far with what I have come up with in this set. Granted, I I say that all the time. There's a more wider shot of it. There you go. That looks a lot better. There you go.
Yeah.
There's a wider shot. But yeah, I've been really happy with what I've come up with so far, and it's going great. So I'm looking forward to then getting them once I wrap the writing up. It'll be the recording next, and then hopefully then by the fall. I targeted September, but if the pace keeps up going as well as it is, might even be by August. We'll see. We'll see. But right now things are going well, and yeah, I'm happy with what I've done so far. So
Cool.
This is gonna I think be a really good one too, and I'm hoping the response on this is just strong, because I know I'm not alone, and that a lot of the people in the fandom like Luna, and so I hope that will resonate with a lot of people, with me dedicating a set to her. So yeah, I didn't think that the Terramar set resonated with so many people, but it clearly did.
Yeah.
And a little used character like Terramar, and that just struck a chord with so many people, which is nice. So still obviously not up there with the Wonderbolt set or the Star Trek set. Those are still the top 2 sets all time. But still, for
I'm
that,
surprised the one that had Ponyville on it. Yeah. Or
that
which
that
one was
that was the Wonderbolt set.
Okay.
Yeah, the vast majority of the Wonderbolt's plays is from Ponyville. Like the vast majority.
Okay.
Like Ponyville has 110 plays by itself. The whole set has 185.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So that's your top set.
The Wonderbolt set
Ponyville
is my
is-
top set. Yeah, far and away, it's my top set. Star Trek's is close. Wonderbolt's is 185 plays. Star Trek's has 159.
What's that T22, T19?
So these are my top tracks all time. These are the plays of the tracks all time. So yeah, so you'll notice that Wonderbolts has 2 in the top 10. Star Trek's has 3 in the top 10. The Dragon set has 2 still in the top 10, but then Terramar Toons has now 3 in the top 10.
Jesus.
Yeah. So yeah, Guided by the Wind, Lament, and Terramar all in the top 10. Almost each with 20 plays at least.
Vertigo is
Vertigo did not do as well. No, yeah, Vertigo did awful.
was it 5?
5 plays.
Okay.
That's my worst. Yeah, that one did. I liked recording that one, but I think it is. I think it might be because it's to a tune of an oldie, which probably maybe people know. That might
Which
be
one
why.
is it?
To the tune of "Here Comes That Rainy Day Feeling Again"
Oh.
by the Fortunes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that might be why that one's so low.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, the others more than make up for it, considering those almost have 2 have more than 20 plays, and the other 2 are pretty close to 20 plays.
Yeah.
So that more than made up for it. But
Okay.
yeah, across all my sets, I have 558 plays total on Pony FM. That's an average of about 20 plays per track that I've released. Yeah, so I'm so thrilled and happy with the response, and any positive comment, any comment I got has been positive. Any feedback I got has been positive. I know someone mentioned it, but and I will be doing this for this set that I'm working on, is to make sure the instrumental is a little bit louder from here on out, because I don't want it to sound quieter than my voice. I want it to blend better together. So yeah, I will definitely make sure the instrumental is turned up a little more for future sets.
Okay.
But no, I'm thrilled how it's going so far, and I can't wait to put out the Luna set, because I think it's going to be really, really good. So that is it. A little more than 2 hours. That was really good time. I think that was really good time for all those topics that we were able to cram in there. It was a really good time for a little over 2 hours. So we will go ahead and wrap this one up. Honestly, at this point, don't know when the next stream will be, to be honest. There's really nothing scheduled for the foreseeable future. So it could be anything on any given day, to be honest. Until we find out something else we can do for your channel at this point, with Common Tunes now killed.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's gonna be Although you did mention that I know we're doing the poker thing on the first Tuesdays of the month. I know you made the comment during the test video that we could also do like the pool table. So we have the pool table in there now. We could take advantage of that too and do the pool table matches sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's an idea.
Or like, I don't know, an idea that just popped into my head was if we do any NFL
Okay.
commentary,
Yeah.
we do like every other.
Okay.
Like say, I think now this is just primitive. I think what we're gonna do is either it's gonna be a Monday Night Football show because most likely you'll have Mondays off probably, or we'll just pick a game we want to profile, and if he's working, he'll just record it.
Yeah.
We could do either of those.
Right.
And I was thinking like every other week. Like week 1 we do it on your channel, week 2 we do it on mine. And
Oh, okay. Flip flop it. Okay. That's something to think about.
Whether it's a straight Monday show.
Right.
If you can arrange it, if you can actually arrange it the way you get Monday nights off all season. Like,
Right.
I don't know if you can put in for that.
Right.
You get Mondays off anyway,
Right.
right?
Right.
So why not see if you can't say, hey, make Monday my day off.
Right.
Change my schedule to reflect that. And we just do Monday night football.
Right.
Or, I don't know if is Monday Night Football copyrighted?
I mean, honestly, I
don't.
I don't know for sure. Honestly, I don't know. We just have to be careful and like mute the opening song, mute the commercials. Like we just have to be careful. I think on that so that nothing slips through the cracks.
So, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or whatever game we profile,
Right.
just flip
Right.
weeks.
Right. And of course, I've been paying attention to my email to see when CBS Sports Fantasy launches because we will always, as tradition, we always do the fantasy draft streamed. We always do that on draft night, so
Yes.
we'll do that again. So I've always been paying attention to that. So once we have a set date in stone, we will stream that as well. So
Also, I don't know. Maybe get the draft night on a Saturday, and maybe we can get Matt over. He's got weekends off.
yeah,
I don't know.
we'll see. We'll see.
I don't know.
But for now, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up.
Okay.
So for Apple Dash, I'm Spikey Dash. We'll see you on the next stream, whenever that may be. Take care, y'all.